Hello everyone, and welcome back to another top 10 video. So with the release of Dragonflight coming out at least the end of the year, at least what they say, I don't know how much weight that carries. I wanted to do a video kind of related to that, and we're going to be doing a top 10 dragons. At least to me, there are a lot of dragons in the game, and definitely a lot more that are probably better than like the ones on this list. But again, this is my opinion, and there are definitely many honorable mentions. Let's get started. Number 10. So number 10 is going to be up here in the Storm Peaks. There's actually a little village here right when you come in from Dalaran, and it's got like these blighted pools. And when you fly over here, you're going to see these crazy looking plagued ProtoDrakes. They're actually the same model or the plagued ProtoDrake that you could have gotten during Wrath of the Lich King for the Undying achievement. I think it is. There was like a black ProtoDrake, and then you get the plagued ProtoDrake for the other achievement, but it's kind of the same thing. And these are really cool because I don't think these are anywhere else in the game that I can think of. Maybe you guys in the comments could let me know, but these I love the model, and the mount looks always really nice. But yeah, these are really cool looking. You got the little eggs here, you got the like plague kind of like looking goo here, and these are just really cool models, and I really like these dragons in the game. Number 9. So for number 9, we got Zulong here in the Terrace of the Endless Spring. I really like not just the dragon itself, but the dragon itself is really nice. It is the model for the heavenly onyx cloud serpent as he flies in here. It is probably my favorite mount in the game, so just seeing that there's a boss that looks like it is really exciting to see. Especially the first time I saw it was when I first started the game in LFR, and I was like, this thing looks amazing. But like also just the idea of it looks really cool. So just in the arena here, you got that, and I love it. All of the Cloud Serpents animations and just anything with that kind of like skeleton model of the Cloud Serpents. But it's a really unique model, and I really love just like the colors, and like the claws look really nice as they're glowing, and the effects that go with it. And then also the cool idea is that once you defeat him, like here, he turns into a happy shiny yellow dragon, and you get a really nice model there too as well, and that's why I really like him. Number 8. So for number 8, we got Archimedes in the Blackwing Descent. Really unique model. The fight I heard when it came out was extremely buggy, and a lot of people were just able to cheese it to get the loot off him, and it was really free this fight was really free back then. But honestly, I feel like my boy here deserved better. I like him a lot. His model is really unique. He's got like the faceplate with like the spikes on the side. Like, look at this guy. He's also got like really unique like skin color, at least for like the dragons. He's got like that burned ash gray kind of skin color there, and he's got like the collar there with the chain, and his tail is like a big spike kind of like pokey thing. I don't know how to describe it. He's got the things on his shoulders there, and his wings look really cool. To me, he's like kind of like a mini Deathwing, to be honest. That's what he kind of looks like. He's got the little chains on his little ankles there, his little baby ankles, and the spikes on it around his body. But yeah, I feel like honestly he deserved better, but he's a really unique model, and from what I've seen, it's a really cool fight. But yeah, so Archimedes is gonna be number 8. Number 7. So number 7 is going to be Valstrad the Corrupt for a multitude of reasons. One of them is he's like the first real big dragon you fight like in the game, at least like the original vanilla WoW. I mean, he's really cool. Like the idea that like he's corrupted by Nefarian here, and the fact that he's like, I don't want to fight you and all this stuff. And like I said, he gets extra points for being like the original and like one of the first big dragon fights in the game that you get to do. And just like the funny mechanic that you get, like the burning rush or whatever, where you get like so much extra damage but you die at the end. I think that's a pretty funny mechanic. It's literally just you get to do as much damage as you can for the next 2 minutes, and then you die. So yeah, that's why Valstrad Corrupt gets number 7, because I really like him. He's kind of the original dragon fight, and honestly, Blackwing Descent, I think this one is, or Blackwing Lair. That's it. I keep forgetting which one it is. It was pretty fun. So yeah, Valstrad Corrupt number 7. Number 6. Number 6 is going to be going to the original Blackwing layer boss here, the final boss here. That's going to be Nefarian, son of Deathwing here. He did have 2 appearances technically, so I mean, you know, he's pretty cool. He was one of the cooler bosses. He kind of just like makes fun of you throughout like the encounters and stuff, you know. And he is like one of the cooler bosses. He shares like kind of the spotlight, I feel, with Onyxia, his sister. But yeah, honestly, really cool model. It looks really fierce when you're looking at him like this. But yeah, pretty cool boss fight. And that's why he gets number 6. Number 5. And speaking of Onyxia, number 5 is indeed Onyxia. The only real reason I feel like she kind of takes the number 5 spot over at least Nefarian is, well, 1, she drops him out. She drops him out. That's already enough said. Number 2, I really like her model. It's just more of a unique model. It's like more purple than like most of the black dragonflight, and that's one really big reason I enjoy it. But yeah, Onyxia, and like just the room she's in like is really cool. Like granted, this isn't a room list, it's a dragon list, but yeah, no, Onyxia is really cool, unique, and I really like her like fight, just her going up in the air and then like all the chicks coming at you and stuff like that. Really cool boss fight. I feel like she deserves number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is going to be, well, the 4 dragons of nightmare that come in the Dark Heart Thicket, or the, sorry, not that, the Emerald Nightmare. That, you know, they're right next to each other. But yeah, these guys are really cool because, one, they're based off the 4 Emerald Drakes that were actually in vanilla, the world bosses, like the first few world bosses. And these guys just look so awesome. Like, look at their models. It was a really fun fight. I really enjoyed it, and I just wish that they had like these models as like dragons you could ride, because these would be probably one of my favorite. I like all the kind of like nightmare theme, but yeah, these guys are really cool, unique fight, unique model even for dragons, because I haven't seen any dragons that have kind of like that same facial like structure and stuff like that, and they just look so amazing with their wings and stuff. So yeah, the dragons of nightmare, all 4 of these boys take number 4. Number 3. So number 3 is going to be Morazon here, which is pretty much just Norse Dormu, but like the infinite dragonflight version of him, which honestly I really like the idea of the infinite dragonflight being a thing, for the sheer fact that, I mean, you know, they can travel through time, and I really wish they would do more with this like idea of like going back in time and messing things up. You could do a lot of things with like the idea of the infinite dragonflight, and even if we have killed like this guy, there's always probably some way they can bring him back. They do it plenty of times before, but I really like the unique model he has, and just like the idea of like the Lord of the Infinite like that he is. So that's why he gets number 3 on the list. Number 2. Number 2 is going to be the big bad himself, and that's going to be Deathwing. I mean, what's there to say? I mean, like, he's a pretty cool character. I like the idea of the old gods corrupting him, and I mean, there was literally a whole expansion like based on him. I mean, that's enough said. He looks really cool. I mean, like, I know a lot of people don't like the final fight with him. I mean, I get it. It's totally cool. But he's still, like, a really cool-looking dragon. His concept's really nice. It's just kind of, you know, the fights were pretty bad, especially Spine of Deathwing. But yeah, I mean, Deathwing is a cool dragon aspect, and one of the better dragons in the game, at least, like, design-wise, I feel. And that's why he's going to take number 2 on the spot. Number 1. And for number 1, it's going to be the man, the myth himself, and that's going to be Wrathion. Wrathion has been around since Miss Pandaria, even actually Cataclysm. I just remember him in Miss Pandaria because that's when I started, but Wrathion's been around for a while, and he's got a lot of really good story around him. I love the fact that he's kind of like the last black dragon that I know of, at least, and he just has such a cool like aspect to him in terms of helping like Azeroth out and stuff like that, and I thought it was really cool. And even with Nyalotha here, we got like his corrupted form here. It just looks amazing. Like, I love his story. It's more about the personality and stuff like that for me. He just has such a good, like, I don't know, I like how his place in the story, if you know what I mean. And just honestly, Wrathion to me is the best dragon, and I hope to see a lot more of him coming up in Dragonflight.